So 700 subscribers, guys. I really appreciate everything that you guys have done, starting with subscribing to the channel. I mean, that's awesome that you guys took the time to hit that subscribe button, to follow me, to watch kind of my journey through the catfishing world. But the thumbs up, the comments, everything has contributed to the success and the growing of the channel. Without you guys, without those thumbs up, without those comments, I would probably still be sitting at about 1 or 2 subscribers. So each of you that keep coming in and leaving those thumbs up and taking the time to keep watching the channel, I just want to thank you guys. And today's going to be it's kind of a 700 special video. I'm going to kind of take you guys back to where I first started. Really getting into catfishing, I'll say. I really wanted to start using cut bait. I was kind of getting away from the chicken liver, getting away from all that. This is kind of when I started to grow as a catfisherman and learn a lot, when I started using cut bait, because I had to target bait, I had to learn bait, I had to learn all kinds of stuff. And so I'm going to take you guys back to where I started here around the house, catching stuff out of creeks, creek popping with the poles, using minnow baskets and traps to try to catch the bait. And then kind of show you guys where I first started getting into a cast net, the first time I ever used a cast net, and kind of how I grew with the cast net too, to get to where I am now, and to where I can keep continuing to grow. That's my main goal, is that each and every year I want to learn more and more and share that with you guys. Everything that I learn, I want to continue to share with you guys. Every tip, every trick that I can think of, that I find or I learn from someone else, I'll share it with you guys. So we can all kind of grow together. I know a little bit about catfishing. I've been doing it for a while. I don't know nowhere near half of it. So there's a lot to learn and a lot more to share with you guys, and I'm looking forward to every bit of it in the future. But I just want to say again, thank you guys for everything. Without those thumbs up, without those comments you guys have been leaving, I know the channel wouldn't be where it is today. So I really appreciate each and everything you guys have done. And let's go do some creek hopping, guys. Alright, so this first place I'm going to take you guys to is it's kind of a remote place. You got to walk pretty far to it. Nobody comes back here. And it's got some really good creek fishing spots for some creek chubs, bluegill. I've even caught some catfish in this spot of the creek back here. So this is the first spot I'm going to take you guys to. Alright guys, we are here to this remote spot. Took us probably close to 10 minutes to walk, and I just seen a pretty good frog take off. But this little spot right here is pretty deep. The rest of the creek is, I don't know how well you guys can see, but it's pretty shallow down there. Really deep spot right here. You can't hardly see the fish in there, but they're in there. We're gonna start catching them. Basically, what I try to do is I'll feed out, you know, enough line, about 8 foot of line, and I'll hold it in my hand and just toss it with my hand. I don't even try to cast because it's not very far right here. Already had one just hit it. We got several around it right now. Oh, missed him. Got him. There's a little bluegill. It's not very big, but we're gonna throw them back, so we're not keeping any of these today. But this is kind of what I used to do back in the day. We'd come here and just slay these guys. There's a lot of nice creek chub in here too. I don't know, the hook I've got today might be too big to get a creek chub. There are some big ones in here. We'll try to get them. And there are some very rare. I used to catch them a lot as a kid, but they got rare. What they call horny head creek minnows. They got like a horn on top of their head. If we catch one of those, that'd be pretty cool. But basically what you want to do, or what I always found the best thing to do in these creeks, was fish weightless. No weights, just a hook and a little pinch of worm. And if they don't take it within a couple seconds, I always picked it right back up and threw it right back out. Most of the time they hit it on the fall. I got so many creek chubs attacking that thing right now. Got a creek chub, guys. I didn't think we would be able to catch a creek chub with that big hook, but we did. There's a little creek chub. These things are awesome to fish with in the river for everything. I mean, we used to take these and leave them alive and hook them on, and we would catch all kinds of stuff in the river with these. Alright, so I don't think that there was any horny heads in there. We've seen a bunch of creek chubs. Creek chubs really hard to get. Caught the one big one probably that was in there. But you want the smallest hook you can get. We're gonna go to another spot. We're gonna fish for some on the rod and reel again real quick. I wanna show you guys another really cool spot. This is a lot bigger spot, much bigger section of the creek. But it's right off the road. A lot more people fish it in this remote spot. And then I'm gonna show you guys kind of how I first got into using the cast net. I used to use the cast net in the creek and slate them. It'll be pretty cool. So first, we're gonna head on back to the truck, head on down the creek, and get to the other spot. All right, guys, we're gonna go down here. This spot is where I used to set minnow traps at all the time. You come down here, we bring the rods, try to catch them with the rods. And when we were always didn't have a lot of time, we'd bring a couple minnow baskets to set down here while we were trying to catch them on the rod and reel. Kind of doubled our chances and got them a lot quicker that way. This tree down here is pretty cool. It's got one of the biggest knots I've ever seen on a tree. That knot is huge on that tree. This spot right here is where you set the minnow traps. Alright guys, so we're on the last spot here. I'm going to show you guys something. Now it's been pretty tough. Most of the time it isn't like this. You catch a bunch of fish, but I remember why I'm about to do what I'm about to do is because of days like this. We come out here and we just caught a little bit of bait. We would spend forever trying to do it. The days where you just go and hop and catch so many fish, it's so fun. But the days like this, especially when you really wanted to hurry up and get to catfishing out there, not catching bait really quickly and not hardly catching any at all sucks. So that's why I got my first cast net. This is where I first ever started using the cast net. I think a lot of people say don't use them where you get hung up at. I thought, well, I'm always down here with swimming trunks and stuff. If I get hung up, I'll just go in after it. And that's what I did. I learned how to use a cast net, and it made life so much easier. But real quick, we're gonna throw a couple times with the rod, see if we can get anything else. And if not, we're throwing the cast net. I already see a bunch of them. Big ones too, the ones that'll actually be able to take this hook and get hooked. And will fit in the cast net here in a minute. There's a bunch in that hole right there. If you throw over there, go right past those rocks. You see them right there? They're all over the place. Got one? Oh, that's a nice creek chub. Get turned around and fall in. That's a nice creek chub, guys. Yeah. We used to love it when we get those big ones like that. So he caught one, I didn't catch one, and that's kind of how it stayed. And this is when I first started using the cast net. I was so excited the first time I ever used the cast net and caught so many fish with it. It just made everything so fast and so awesome just to come here. And I still like to catch them on a rod and reel. It was fun, but whenever you were in a hurry, wanting to try to hurry up and get out there and start fishing, this was the way to go, for sure. So I'm gonna take you guys over here. I'm gonna throw this cast net and show you guys how awesome it used to be. Hopefully we don't get hung up. I really don't want to get in the water right now. Alright guys, I'll take you guys over here and show you kind of why I started using the cast net. This was definitely a motivator right here to keep going. Try to hurry up and get these back in the water too. There's a little guy. There's a pretty good size one there. Throw him back in the water. Another good size one. Another good size one. Oop. Didn't make it to the water, but yeah. There's another one. You guys can see that was like 5 or 6 right there pretty quickly. Sometimes you get over 20 in one throw. But they just ain't biting really good. Whoa. This rocks get slick fast. But after you throw one time, you just kind of wait for a little bit, let them segregate back up. Watch for them and throw again. We most definitely caught a bunch again. We got several that time. There's one. Here's one. There's one. Massive school of these guys. Now those are all small. Watch this. You ready? Yeah. Alright guys. Look at the net. They are everywhere in this net. Especially down here at the bottom. Falling out of the net. Everywhere. Man, this whole time I've been dragging this net and didn't know it. That was an old hornhead right there. His head was messed up for some reason. Didn't have the horn, but I seen all the bumps. So thanks for coming with me back in times when I first started. I really appreciate the 700 subscribers. I just wanted to thank you guys for that and do a little special video today. I've had to work a lot, not been able to go. I figured I would come out here and make a special video for you guys, just going back in time. I had a lot of fun again today. I remember, brought back a lot of memories of when I used to do this. It was just a ton of fun. But this is how I started out, and again guys, I really appreciate the 700 subscribers. You guys are awesome for all the comments, all the likes, helping me get there, sharing the videos. Just really appreciate that. See you guys in the next video.